Hello friends, welcome to your channel EshtechZ. In the last video, we have seen that how to execute test cases through command line. So in our today's tutorial, we'll understand that the folder structure of the Cypress and its uses. So guys, if you still not subscribed this channel, so please subscribe this channel and don't forget to click on bell icon for latest notifications. Also, please watch this video till end. So let's start with our Cypress session. So let's go to our Visual Studio Code editor first. So this is our Cypress folder structure. Now if you watched all my videos, so you can relate it more easily. So when we install the Cypress, that time we have created one empty folder in our workspace. And when we open that folder inside the VS Code editor, automatically Cypress created few folders in that, and the folders are looked like that. Here we no need to create any file or folder separately. Folder structure already been created and maintained by the Cypress. So you no need to worry about where you need to write your test cases, where you need to write your functions and do other configurations, etc. So if we take an example of other automation tools, so there are we have create a project first and then different folders based on the requirements in it, like package and classes manually to construct any framework. But in Cypress, all things are created or complete structure for us as soon as we open the Cypress. So let's see what are these folders and what is their purpose. First, we'll start with the fixtures. So fixtures are used to store the test data which can be used throughout the test. Usually the test data is stored in JSON format. So all test cases by default refer this particular location and get the test data accordingly. So if I click on the example.json, so you can see this is the example where it contains everything is in the JSON format. This name, email and body. So under the fixtures we have one this example.json. As already we have seen that everything is in JSON format. So we can create our own test data files based on the requirements in different format as well. So now we have second folder, which is the integration. So integration folder includes all the test files. Usually we prefer the extension which is .js, and the test file name format is like sample spec.js. So we can't write or store any test cases other folders because the Cypress follow this path to read your test case, which is the Cypress, and under the Cypress we have the integration, and under the integration folder we have an example, and inside it we have all our test cases .js files. So this is the use of the integration folder. Then we have the plugin folder. So instead in this folder it includes the index.js file. This file will be automatically imported every time before the execution of every spec or test file. So basically it works as listeners. Where it listen your code, it works same as TestNG listener, where you can perform anything at any point of time. You can check out the use of these test cases for plugins from the Cypress official docs. Now we have the another folder which is a screenshot. So in this folder, Cypress automatically saved all of your failed steps screenshot. If we open this, so here you can see there is a screenshot which is taken by the Cypress, and it's my previous execution failed scenario. So if you can see, this is the screenshot, and here we no need to write any code separately to grab the screenshot. Everything is taken by the Cypress only. Now next folder is support folder. So in this folder it contains index.js and command.js. These files .js is run before every single spec file. The support folder is a great place to put your reusable behavior. such as custom commands or global overrides that you want to be applied and available to all your spec files. Now the next folder is our video. So here Cypress make your execution video and saved it inside this folder. Here we can have our one video inside this folder which automatically created after my test execution. So if you can click on this, so it won't be open here because we need to do some settings. But if you want to see your video, so you can directly open it or play it under your workspace. So this is the main thing which Cypress is doing, like create this video or generate, or I mean this grab the screenshot of any failure or any scenario. So these two things which we usually write the separate code in other testing tool, but Cypress is taking care all this stuff here. Now we have the another folder name which is node modules. So when we install the Cypress, so node modules come here by default, and it contains the multiple files and the dependencies like of Mocha framework, as Cypress uses the Mocha framework internally. So that is the use of node modules. And if you might remember that when we try to open our test runner, that time we pass one command. That command like the node modules, then bin, and inside it we have the Cypress. So basically that command is also used for open our test runner. Then we have the another file which is our cypress.json. So it is used for Cypress configuration. So for that we need to do some update, or we need to write some command inside the cypress.json, and it will reflect and it will work in our entire project. So for that we need to open first our terminal. Then we need to use our same command to open the test runner, which is node modules bin cypress open. So here our test runner is opening. Now we need to open our setting first. So let it load completely. Okay. Now we have the setting. Inside the settings, you can see the configuration option. Once you open it, you can see there are multiple configurations which is already defined under this setting by the Cypress. Now you can see there are multiple configurations which is related to the browser, like how many browsers we have, and the browser's version or the path of that particular version of browser, and also the Chrome web security. And apart from this, we have the default command timeout. So if you can see that if I mouse over on that particular content, so it's showing the default. That means we haven't do any changes. So that's why it's coming here as a default. So if we want to update it, so let me copy this first. So once we copy this thing, like we copy the entire row, copy, and just go to our cypress.json. Here just we need to paste it, give double quotes. That part is always coming under the double quote. And here you need to update your value, which was the 4000 earlier. Now I am giving it 5000. Now just you need to save it. Once I am saving this, so it should be reflect in our configuration section, same as which I provide right now. So let's again go to our configuration. So here if you can see, earlier it was the 4000, now it's coming as a 5000 because I updated inside the cypress.json. And previously it was coming as a default, but now it's coming as a config. So that is the use of cypress.json. That means we can do any type of configuration by using the cypress.json. Now next folder is package log.json. So it contains basically all the configuration informations and the versions of the dependencies. So every time if you update your dependencies, it will reflect here with the updated versions. So that's the use of this package log.json. Now our last file, which is package.json. Now inside the package.json, this is required to install the Cypress. So if you remember in our starting video, when we install the Cypress, That time we have created this package.json file by running init command. After that we installed the Cypress, and we installed the Cypress by running the npm command like npm install the Cypress -- save -dev. So then we ran this command, and that command added the Cypress dependencies here into the package.json file. So suppose if we want to move our project somewhere else, so you no need to install the Cypress completely. Only you need to run your npm install Cypress, that's it. Because the dependencies are already inside this package.json, and we can see our complete project due to that. So that's it with this package.json file. There is another use of package.json is like the dependencies of this package, or you can update all your information which has been usable or important with this project itself. So guys, this is all about the Cypress by default folder structure which comes after the Cypress installation. So we are done with our this tutorial. In the next video, we'll see the locators in this Cypress. So thank you guys. Please subscribe the channel if you like this video. So please like, share and comment, and also don't forget to click on bell icon to our latest notifications. Thank you. Happy learning.